Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show with our host, Bill Shelton. Join us each week as we explore the courses, the people, and the events that shape our great game.
Welcome to WJR's Internet Advisor with Gary Baker, brought to you by iLink International. You can call 734-676-7344. Gary Baker, of course, our partner with Arthur Anderson, helping businesses get on their way in e-business and helping them get there even better. Gary, thank you very much for joining us here.
And we have a great show today. We have actually a lot of people in the studio with us. We are going to be talking about the convergence between the web and TV. And we're highlighting a special site, MichiganGolfer.tv. Notice I didn't say .com, .net, .org, .mil, .gov. It's .tv. And we have with us a gentleman that's been with us a number of times before, Art McCafferty, who is not the producer, who is not the publisher of MichiganGolfer.com, like you were, although you're still that. You're now the producer of this
executive
great
producer. Yes.
One more hat to put on his head.
Executive producer, Art McCafferty. Welcome.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations. We've been waiting for you folks to get this spot, and so we're very excited for you. And
great. And actually, you have a couple guests with you that are very instrumental in helping you put on MichiganGolfer.tv.
Yes.
And that's Bill Shelton, who is the host of the TV segments, and Dana Cole, who is the managing director of TrivalMichigan.com. Welcome, folks.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And, of course, we should welcome another person that's dear to both of us.
Yes.
And that's Jennie McCafferty, Art's wife, and who's really the brains behind the technology of all this, right? Welcome, Jennie. It's
and, of course,
good
Tammy Bruno is here, and Thad Kotowski, and Joe Youngman, who is shooting it as we speak.
and,
Cast of
both,
thousands, folks.
That's
Yes.
right. And actually, this is going to be on video on the web, this particular show, and we have Joe Youngman behind the camera over here to the side of us that is also here. And welcome, Joe. I know you, and a wave from Joe. Okay, great.
What I'm fascinated about, I want to talk about the content of the program, but before we get to that, maybe tell people a little bit about, first of all, the domain name that you're under, which is the MichiganGolfer.tv.
Yes.
Every country has their own top-level domain that they can use for different entities
And
that
CA
are
is
within
Canada,
their country.
UK, United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, SP Spain,
Yep.
FR France,
Mexico's MX, I believe.
right? And TV is Tuvalu, this little island in the South Pacific, and I'm sure the domain names has to be their biggest export.
It is.
50 million.
They got
paid
like
50 million for it. Yep.
Well, they got 4 coconut palms and
That's-
about 15 people, and they're making a fortune off a domain name.
They were actually
God bless them.
with the 50 million. They were actually able to pay their United Nations dues and become a true story.
This is actually the venue that this is going to be seen. In other words, on the web is where this particular TV program is going to be coming out. Is it exclusive?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Reverend?
at this point in time. In fact, we started airing March the 9th. Yesterday, the first MichiganGolfer.tv show with, I was interviewing Bill Newcomb, excellent
Bill
architect from
Newcomb.
this area.
That's right.
And
Famous.
we're all over the world, of course.
Legends beckon me to follow in their steps through historic stands of towering pines, among shimmering banks of heather. Visit www.michigan.org for information about Michigan golf packages and courses. Legends beckon me to play forever, and I follow them to Michigan.
It's on that website. You go to MichiganGolfer.tv, and you're going to get and then the opportunity to go about 5 different ways to get it coming into your home or onto your computer. But that's where it is.
Well, let's talk about then, because Art, that's kind of fascinating. We talk about the marriage, Gary, of the internet with TV. This, in essence, then I can go to MichiganGolfer.tv.
Correct.
And I can click on this first show, for instance, and it will stream at me.
Okay, television on the web requires you to have a player, and there are 2 different ones that we're using, the Real Media Player or the QuickTime Player. And
both free, by the way.
both are free, and you can download them, and there are instructions for downloading them also on our site under FAQ, Internet Audio FAQ,
frequently
and
asked
video.
questions.
That's right. And essentially what it is the big variable is your connection at your house or your office. However fast that is what sort of stream you should choose to have the show come in.
And so when I go to that, for instance, Real Player, I can choose if I've got a 56K modem, if I'm hooked up with a cable modem or a DSL, I have another setting that I would go to. And
well, essentially we've picked 3. Mm-hmm. You can have 28.8 or 56.
Okay.
Because the 56 looks good on a T1 or cable modem, and it comes in quite well. Mm-hmm. And also, what's happening out there is the audio and the video are competing on internet bandwidth on the pipe, and we've given preference to the audio, so you're always going to hear a good loud sound, good clear sound.
That was in Bill's contract.
Oh, okay. Right. And the video adjusts itself to the speed of your connection. Yeah.
Okay.
I also have to say this. A lot of it has to do with the way the show is produced, and with that, I have to tip my hat to Joe Yunkman, because it's his production that allows the video to look good when it's coming in at a very slow, what we call frame rate per second.
You know, and a lot of times with the Internet Advisor, and we'll be getting, by the way, to see your calls as well, but whenever we talk about things, all you have to do is to either do one of two things. Go to WJR.net, and then go down the left-hand side of the page to the Internet Advisor button, click on that, it'll take you right to the Internet Advisor website, or go to InternetAdvisor.net, InternetAdvisor.net, and you'll get all the information we're talking about.
That's
links to the Michigan Golfer TV show and all sorts of other things.
Well, in previous shows, like last week when we had northernexperience.com, we had some folks in to talk about how they were simulcasting with a PBS show that they do on the web, and talking about how important the Northern Experience kind of activity was to Michigan, and they were highlighting that when they did a pilot last fall, they had hits from China, from Japan, from Russia, from all over the world that tuned in on the internet to find out more about Northern Michigan. And Dana Cole, the managing director of Travel Michigan, that's got to be exciting, isn't it?
That's very, very exciting. Travel in Michigan is the second or third largest industry, depending on who you're talking to. Right. And it's a $10 billion industry, and the more tourists that we can get in to enjoy our great state, the happier Travel Michigan is.
And golf's got to be important to Michigan.
Golf is huge. There were 16 million rounds of golf played in Michigan, in about 800 courses in Michigan, about $1.1 billion of an impact here in the state.
Don't we have the largest number of public links in the nation? Am I right, Bill?
That's
Is that right?
Yes,
that's right.
That's correct.
So the one show, Art, is 9 minutes long?
Basically, it's just kind of open-ended, Foster. We're trying to really kind of beta test it for really kind of a year to see. We're asking people to give us some feedback. We certainly didn't go in with 30 minutes. We just felt that was just kind of off the wall. So we were going in with just some short, anywhere from that time zone, and to see how people like it and get back with us. So
and Art, that's every week, isn't it? So
every week,
new show every single
week,
week,
so
just like on television.
It's consistent content. It's just like you folks. You know, it's 5 o'clock on Saturday. We know you're going to be there. On Friday, there's going to be a new show, whether it's 6 or 8 minutes. But we're going to have a new guest. Bill's going to have a new guest. Today we're out at the Michigan Golf Show. We was out there with Dana and Bill and Jenny, and did some talk with some people about new golf courses coming on. So, again, we're trying to content and frequency.
While I can get the show anytime that I log on, Jeannie, right? Is that right? Anytime I log on, I can get the show.
That's right.
Okay.
It's 24 by 7 by 365.
Okay. No time off for good behavior. But, Bill, what day of the week does the brand new show come out then?
We come out, we're going to come out every Friday, but every other show, there's an archive. So, I mean, you can go back and pick one up. If you've just played a course that's designed by an architect, you can say, well, I'd like to hear what he had to say about that, or Newcomb, or Ray Hearn, or any of the other architects that we've been doing, or talking about new courses. So every Friday we bring on a new one, and yet then there's the archives for all of the others.